I have been in 2 failed marriages and 2 divorces. I myself, life was in the church. I met this fine, smooth piece of chocolate in my church. I had been celibate for 12 years and thought I had mastered it. I thought, I can't be tempted with this sex thing anymore. I wasn't 20-something like you. I was 48. I'm almost 50 years old. And I met this man, very smooth. He said he was going to be a preacher. I thought I'd be a preacher's wife. And life like that. I was a single mom raising my son. And I gave in to temptation. I ended up, Jacqueline R. Banks, thinking that I was never going to sleep with a man outside of marriage, ended up giving in to this fine young man. He was somewhat younger than me too. And I thought, wow, I can't believe this has happened to me. 6 months later, we had a whirlwind courtship. We get married. The whole time that we're dating, he keeps saying, we are going to buy a house. We are going to buy a house. Now, not, baby, what do you think of us buying a house? It was, we're going to buy a house, and quickly, less than 3 months after we're married, boom, I relocate from Manhattan, New York, nice co-op, no mortgage. I never had a mortgage till I moved to New Jersey 8 years ago. Been battling finances ever since. And this fine man, beautifully dressed, thought he was going to be a minister, could have quoted scripture all over the house. One day he goes to work, he's looking really good. I thought, I'm thinking, ooh, I can't wait till you get home later on. But he didn't come home. It was a Saturday morning, he went to work, he didn't come home. Sunday, he didn't come home either. I keep calling the cell phone, it's turned off. Monday night, I come home, I walk up the stairs, I'm smelling alcohol. I never smelled the reeking scent of alcohol. I never knew what a person smelled like if they must have been downing 40s and stuff for a weekend. And I'm seeing this pathetic remnant of, the man was nothing like who I had married. And I went through hell for 18 months. The next 18 months was like a blur, like when you have a gray, cloudy day. That was the entire year of 2006, okay? We got divorced in 2007. I had went from having $100,000 in savings to living from month to month ever since. And I said, from what I have lived through, I need to learn, and I did keep diaries. That's one thing. When you are going through pain, it's good to write down what you're going through, so you could just keep track of what is going on in your life. And I said, I have to have a story. Something has to come from this that'll make some good out of it. So what I want to share with you, since you are a college group, the chapter, Be the Principal in the School of Your Heart. Life happens to all of us, and we all learn something whether we plan to or not. When you first start out in life, you are a student. Life is the master that you learn from. Either you will master life, or life will master you. Point number 1. The principal places priority on her goals and governs herself accordingly. Now we're talking about Kim, college freshman. Spring semester is ready to begin. It's chilly in the Buckeye State. Kim spoke to Eric twice over the 2-week break. Not enough time, she sighed. Why does love hurt so much? And there goes the familiar ring of the cell phone. Kim jumps up as that ringtone, there goes my baby, starts ringing. This is the ringtone for when that special someone calls. Kim, Eric? Eric smooth as silk. Sweetie, you knew it was me? Kim, well, when people are in tune or on the same vibe, you just know. Okay, I gotcha. So what are you up to? I just completed my schedule for spring semester. What are you doing? Eric, finished playing my game of chess in the rec room. Gotta keep my game up to speed.
Uh-oh.
Kim, wondering what game he really was referring to, but not bothering to ask. So what's up otherwise? Well, what are you up to, lady? I'm just getting my textbooks ready for next weekend. Eric, cutting her off, something he often did. Can I come by later, say 6 p.m.? Oh, that sounds great. Not bothering to check her appointment book first. So Kim's straightening up the dorm, and she looks at the menus from 2 different restaurants, one from Tex-Mex, the other a Chinese, and imagine them sitting on the couch, shoulder to shoulder, watching MTV or something. Then the phone rings. It's Professor McAllister, student aide, calling to remind her of the appointment, which was the last one for the day, 6 p.m. Kim booked that appointment nearly a month ago. And she looked forward to meeting the professor to discuss the biological and theological aspects of gender expression in children. Oh, Mom! Oh, what should I do? Oh, I knew I should have checked my appointment book before I said yes. Well, maybe I should call Eric back and postpone our date till later on next week. Then taking a deep breath, may I speak to Professor McAllister if she's available? Brief silence. Then Professor McAllister, Kim gets on. Professor McAllister, I'm so sorry. An emergency came up at the last minute that I really have to take care of. I can't. Well, I have no further appointments until March. In the meantime, I really wanted to discuss with you how you plan to integrate something as deeply personal as theological concepts, which cannot be proven, into something as personal as gender expression. Well, I did want to speak to you, but can I come by next week? I have no further appointments until March. In the meantime, your grade is a C-.
Ouch!
But I included all the footnotes and studies supporting my viewpoint. Click. Okay. Point number 2. The principal takes responsibility for her actions. Professor McAllister's reminder and terse message cast a pall on Kim's emotions, at the same time anticipating her upcoming date with Eric. Kim pacing the floor back and forth. Oh, I mean, why did I agree to meet with Eric? Oh boy, if Eric didn't call, none of this would have happened. Oh, and Professor McAllister, she's a witch. Point 3. The principal does not get pulled in different directions, but does the pulling. So anyway, the hours pass. At 5:30 p.m., Kim's mood brightens and she puts on the red, black, and green buccal sweater and the Queen Nefertiti earrings that Gloria, her mom, bought her for Christmas. Well, it's all right. She's already forgotten about the grade. Okay, at 5:55 p.m., ding dong, the doorbell rings and Kim runs, opens the door, throws her arms around Eric, and he's standing there in his J. Crew sweater and Stacey Adams shoes. Hey, boo, he says softly. She automatically closes her eyes and merges into Eric's arms.
Ouch.
Well, babe, we gonna just stand out here, or let's come inside? So they sit down. Eric takes out a CD. He's recorded with his group, the Soledad Trio. Okay, he says, let's listen to this one. He's very much into his music, Eric. And so she forgets about Professor McAllister, and she's thinking of her hunger pangs. Eric's playing his music. My man Earl gets real funky on this bass, Eric says, bobbing his head to the rhythm. Kim, meanwhile, is thinking, does he think of anything else besides the Soledad Trio? And she's looking down at her hands and thinking he's enjoying the music, and then he asks, what's wrong, babe? You don't like this? No, Eric, it's not that. How about some Tex-Mex or Chinese? Eric, okay, enchiladas will be fine. So Kim takes out her $20 and she pays for this dinner. Kim answers, tips the delivery guy $2. Eric divvies out the food and they're sitting there ready to eat. Kim's so excited she's holding Eric's right hand and he jokes, well, babe, I can't eat if you hold on to my right hand. Well, maybe I'll eat with my fork in my left hand. My babe on my right. So they begin to embrace and lean down towards the couch. Eric, wait, not now, Kim murmured as Eric slides his slim, tapered fingers down her blouse. She begins to feel these powerful, pulsating sensations that she never felt before. Ooh, with such intensity. It took everything within her to push Eric away and catch her breath. Well, what's wrong? Eric says, his facial expression changing from consternation, confusion, and there was a touch of irritation in his voice and his facial expression. Kim, feeling confused but determined to maintain a standard. It's just not the right time. Kim faintly hears in her mind Gloria, her mom's voice, screaming in her conscience, "Not ready yet? You're not ready at all." And the voice fades away. Eric, wow, babe, you really never did anything like this before? You're really different from the other girls I know. What do you mean, the other girls? Well, you know, you start and you stop. It really is okay to go with your feelings, you know. Nothing wrong with that. So now conflicting emotions beginning to interplay, okay? Now, this chapter ends with, and I'm going to continue on, is Kim a principal yet, or is she still a student? The good news is that the boundaries she holds are still there, but barely. Will she maintain these boundaries? Well, let's see. Okay. Oh, we're close. Okay. She falls into the hands of a narcissist. So, Eric comes back another time, another date in the dorm room. Okay. What are you thinking about, babe? Eric asks as he places his arm behind her head as she sits in the love seat. Oh, you like to keep things neat. Oh, suddenly Kim felt the urgency of the passion building up in her, and she realized she really didn't want to stop. Eric, sensing Kim's readiness, began unbuttoning the sleeveless print top she wore and buried his face in her cleavage. A low moan came from Kim's lips and she felt the wetness of her womanhood building up. Eric helped Kim get off the couch and he carried her flexible, limp body into his bedroom a few yards away. This time she was at his room. Realizing the inevitable, Kim felt chilled and self-conscious. "What's the matter, babe?" Eric asked. I feel a little cold, teeth chattering. "It's okay, I'll warm you up." Eric pulls off his dress shirt. His undershirt reveals smooth, firmly toned biceps. Pulls off, slides down his trousers, his boxers, unfastened Kim's slacks, pulled down her panties at the same time. "Oh God, forgive me this time, this one time. I will never do it again." Kim begged God silently. She reached down and felt his manhood and he was bare. Do you use protection?" "I never did this before," she asked him. "Oh, I'll pull out, I promise. I don't want to make no babies either." Even though she was damp and awaiting his penetration, the pressure of his hardness pressing against her tight hymen became very painful, and soon Kim was hollering out for Eric to stop. "Please stop, I beg you, please." It'll be over soon, babe. Relax. Just hold on.
Hold on.
And just as he broke her hymen, he pulled out, ejaculating warm semen on her thigh. Well, at least he kept his promise not to get me pregnant, Kim thought. And they lied in each other's arms wordlessly, neither one wanting to break the silence of this sacred moment. 28.